Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. My name is Haley and I talk about all things toddler activities and play guides and toddler mom life. And today it's really exciting because I'm giving you 30 activities for free for you to be starting this summer. Being a mom is hard enough, and simple activities have basically changed our life in our house, and that sounds really dramatic, but it actually is very true. For a long time, I relied way too much on screens because frankly, I was overwhelmed and it just was easy. However, I would eventually have a lot of mom guilt and it was a negative cycle. So I just knew it wasn't sustainable for my household, and I really wanted to try to incorporate other ways, educational ways, to entertain my kids while I'm working, while I'm trying to get stuff done around my house, because I have stuff I need to do and I can't just be playing with my kids 24/7. So, simple activities. I'm talking quick prep activities that literally take 5 minutes max or seconds to set up, and your kids will stay entertained. And you're also fostering independent play skills, you're fostering creativity, learning. You can build on these activities to make them as educational or advanced as they grow, as you need. I've been sharing activity ideas over on Instagram for over a year now, and I have 3 play guides, and I just feel so honored to be able to have helped over 300 families do this as well. But anyway, life is hard right now, and our country, it's hard. So I have created a summer activity jar that is printable, that shares 30 easy activity ideas for you, your toddler, or your preschooler to do this summer. I love this idea. This literally just makes it that much easier for you to actually start doing activities. I challenge you to do 30 days of activities with your kid, and this is the way that's gonna start a habit for you and your family. I truly believe that. I mean, go as fancy or as non-fancy as you want, or if you do not want to think of your own activities, I have mine. Or this can be a great way for you to think of ideas, and then if you don't like one of them, swap it out for something you do like. There's no rules to it, right? But it's just a great way to get you in the habit of doing activities with your toddler. Now, why do I love these? I feel like connection is kind of the number one thing that causes a lot of, I don't want to say issues, but causes a lot of issues in toddlerhood, right? Big feelings, sibling jealousy, acting out more, fighting nap time, bedtime battles. I have found from my own experience with a 4-year-old now and a 2-year-old now that it's because they were lacking connection. And so that is why I started doing this. I wanted to be intentional about times to connect with them, and I wanted to make it fun, not overwhelming. Like, I'm not talking messy play, I'm not talking sensory bins. If that is your jam, good for you, like continue doing it. I wish that was my jam sometimes, but it's not. It's just too overstimulating for me, quite frankly. So these are things that I use. I started with coloring sheet. That was our simple activity that we connected with every single morning. So we set our morning up for success. And it really did change the trajectory of our day and then our relationships as a family, with my daughter's relationship with her younger brother, with our relationship as just a family of 4. It also helps foster those independent playing skills. So anyway, so this jar, let's dig in. See, I'll give you some examples of some on here. Non-dominant hand ball scoop. So again, I kept it very vague in the 30-day free printout because I want to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to do this. You can use ball pit balls if you have that, or you can use noodles or Cheerios, whatever items you have, but I challenge you to have them try to do it with their non-dominant hand. That kind of makes a little twist on it. And again, you can expand on this how you would like. You can have it be a relay where they go from one end of the room, scoop, walk all the way to the next. Or you can just do it in a muffin tin and have them sitting at a table. My 2-year-old, the other week, I'm not even kidding, played with noodles in a muffin tin and a spoon for a good 30 plus minutes. And honestly, the whole key with these activities are to not interject, to not correct them when it goes wrong. Let them play with it. You know, start the activity with them for like 5 or so minutes to connect with them, really fill their cups up a little bit, and then let them continue to play and do not interject. Okay, another one. All right, hand print tracing and cutting. This one, if you have a 2-year-old, they're not really going to be able to do this, right? So that is going to be more of you doing it with them, but it's a great bonding experience. You can also, if you're comfortable giving them the toddler scissors, They can try to play around with it. They're not going to be able to cut out your hand or their hand that you've helped them trace, but it's still a great way to introduce scissors. If you have a 4-year-old, obviously they're probably not going to be great tracing out or cutting out the fingers, but again, it's great practice, great introduction, and you can help as little or as much as you'd like. I'll do another one. Again, I will link below the free printout. All right, Q-tip painting name tracing. So you just use Q-tips and paint instead of a toothbrush. You can write out your child's name on Sharpie or in crayon or whatever it is and have them practice tracing the letters with the Q-tip. Pro tip, if you do not have paint or if paint is just feeling too messy and overwhelming, you can use dot paint markers and rub the Q-tip on the top and get it covered in paint and do it that way. All right, I'll do a couple more. A Lego bath. You're not adding to your busy schedule because we just don't have time for that. You're finding moments of connection and play that seamlessly fit into your day. Do bath night. Like maybe bath night's supposed to be tomorrow night if you don't do it every single night, but do it tonight and just throw Legos in. Or it doesn't have to be Legos. It can be some other fun toy like ball pit balls. You know, just doing something that's different just makes it kind of special. And obviously you're going to be in the bathroom with them while they're in the bathtub, so it's a fun time for you guys to connect. All right, let's do another one. Pom-pom sorting with tweezers. If you don't have pom-poms, you can use cotton balls. And if you don't have tweezers or if your kid's too little, have them work on their pincher grip. Build as you need. These are just a great way to help you, again, have some easy, simple ways to entertain your toddler or your preschooler this summer, not have to pay for it because this is all free. If you finish this challenge and you're like, I need more, like that was a game changer for our family, I got you. But this summer, I really, really want to make this accessible and really, really easy and fun for everybody to start because, quite frankly, activities, like I said, have been the biggest blessing in our family. And I know that just sounds like crazy and dramatic, but it is true. So this is for you guys. Download is linked below. Try them out and comment and tell me which one that your kiddo and you are loving, or tag me on Instagram, better yet. Make sure that you are following both on here and Instagram for more activity ideas and play ideas